Hello everyone, welcome to Simple Science Daily, your daily guide to the world of science. And today we are talking about something that sounds like it's straight out of a sci-fi thriller, an asteroid hurtling towards Earth. It's real, it's happening. It's called Apophis. But before we all panic, let's break this down and understand what's going on. So why is everyone talking about this asteroid? Well, Apophis is not just any asteroid. It's bigger than India's largest aircraft carrier, the INS Vikramaditya, and even larger than the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad, the world's biggest cricket stadium. With a diameter between 340 and 450 meters, this asteroid has captured the attention of space agencies around the world, including ISRO, India's very own space agency. Now what makes Apophis stand out? Well, it's expected to pass very close to Earth on April 13, 2029. And when I say close, I mean closer than many of our geostationary satellites. To put it into perspective, Apophis will pass at a distance of just 32,000 kilometers above the Earth's surface. Now, if that doesn't make you nervous yet, here's why people are concerned. ISRO, along with NASA and the European Space Agency, has identified Apophis as a potentially hazardous asteroid. This is because of its size and its proximity to Earth. Any asteroid larger than 300 meters, like Apophis, has the potential to cause what ISRO calls continental scale devastation if it were to collide with Earth. But hold on, before you start thinking it's the end of the world, scientists are pretty sure Apophis will only make a close flyby in 2029. Studies suggest that the chances of it actually hitting Earth are incredibly slim. In fact, the likelihood is less than 1 in a million. However, there's a catch. A small but real risk. According to a study published recently, if Apophis is nudged by another object as small as 0.6 meters or about 2 feet wide, it could change its trajectory. Yes, a tiny collision could alter its path enough to put Earth in the crosshairs at some point in the future. That's why global space agencies are monitoring it so closely. ISRO's chairman Dr. S. Somnath emphasized the importance of planetary defense. And this is where the work of ISRO's and NETRA, a network for space objects tracking and analysis, comes into play. They are keeping an eye on Apophis, ensuring that any changes in its orbit are detected early enough for action to be taken. So what's the worst case scenario here? If Apophis or an asteroid of similar size were to collide with Earth, the consequences would be catastrophic. ISRO's estimates suggest that a direct hit from an asteroid this size could cause widespread devastation, wiping out entire continents and causing global disruption. And if it were even larger, like the one that caused the extinction of dinosaurs some 65 million years ago, we would be looking at mass extinction events. Now, this is where planetary defense comes in. Scientists and space agencies aren't just sitting around waiting for disaster to strike. Several missions are being planned to study Apophis, and some might even try to nudge it away from Earth if necessary. NASA, for instance, is retargeting its OSIRIS-REx mission, previously used to collect asteroid samples for Apophis. And the European Space Agency is planning a mission called RAMSES, which will study Apophis's trajectory and its composition before its close encounter in 2029. There are even ideas floating around about using spacecraft impacts, gravity tractors, or ion beams to redirect the asteroid. And if all else fails, well, nuclear explosives might be considered as a last resort. Now, this isn't the first time we have faced threats from space. History reminds us that asteroid impacts can have caused massive destruction. Just think back to 1908, when an asteroid flattened over 80 million trees in Tunguska, Russia, or the meteor strike at Lonar in Maharashtra, India, which left behind a crater lake that we can still visit today. More recently, in 2013, a 20-meter asteroid exploded over Russia's Chelyabinsk region, injuring about 1,500 people and damaging thousands of buildings. So yes, space can be a dangerous place. In closing, while Apophis may sound like a doomsday scenario, it's important to remember that scientists are closely monitoring the situation. The chances of impact remain very low, and global space agencies are prepared to step in if necessary. It's a reminder of how small we are in the grand scheme of things and how important it is to stay vigilant. After all, we have only got one Earth to call home. Let's hope Apophis gives us a miss in 2029 and we can all continue to look up at the stars in wonder rather than fear. And that's all for today's episode of Simple Science Daily. Be sure to subscribe for more updates and the wonders of science. And here we are signing off. Stay safe and keep your eyes on the sky. And until next time, goodbye and thank you.